Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Micaela. In this video, we're going to be moving through a flow to prepare for Bird of Paradise, which is a variation of extended side angle with a full bind. So for today, we'll be using 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have a strap, go ahead and grab a shoelace, a scarf, anything that works like a strap. And eventually finding your way to your mat, we'll go ahead and start in a standing position. So as you find your way to the top of your mat, finding a comfortable stance with your feet, maybe there's a little bit of a bend in the knees. You might even flip the palms forward, wrapping the shoulders onto the back, activating through the shoulders, the neck. And taking a few rounds of breath here to settle in. Maybe taking a really big inhale, holding it for a moment at the top, and exhaling out of the mouth. Taking 2 more like that. And one last reminder as we move through our practice today that everything I have to offer you is a suggestion. Your body is your highest teacher, so take only what you need and leave everything else. We'll take one more breath here together, full inhale and a full exhale. With your next breath in, take the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, bending into the elbows, flip the palms forward, taking a baby back bend. Stay for the breath in. And as you exhale, floating the hands towards the lower back as you stack the left palm on top of the right. Find a soft bend in the knee, lift your heart, take a full breath. As you exhale, bowing over the legs with your bind, keeping the shoulder blades pinching together on the way down. Spending a few moments here, again, keeping the neck nice and long, so creating space between the ears and the shoulders. Taking one more full breath and a full sigh. If you took a bind, gently release. Let the arms hang heavy and we'll slowly rise up to stand. Allowing the palms to flip forward. We'll take a full breath here and a full breath out. With your next breath in, we'll reach up, taking the same thing as you exhale, bend the elbows, flip the palms. Inhale here. And as you exhale, take the hands to the low back, stacking the right palm on top of the left. Lift the heart, take a breath. And as you exhale, soften the knees and bow over the legs, keeping your bind only as long as it serves you. We're here for just a couple of breaths. Again, feel free to release your bind as soon as you're done. Eventually, hands reach for the mat. We'll take an inhale. We'll lengthen the spine as the crown reaches forward, and exhale to refold. Rising all the way up to stand, take a full breath in. And as you exhale, finding chair pose, sitting the sits bones down and back, shifting the weight towards the heels. You might even lift all of your toes. Arms can stay at the sky, or maybe they find your heart. We'll take a full breath and sigh it out. One more inhale. As you exhale, folding all the way over the legs. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Plant your palms, step your feet back, finding a high or a low plank. So knees lifted, knees planted, it's up to you. We're here for 2 rounds of breath, pressing firmly into the palms so you're feeling that tenting between the shoulder blades. And with your next exhale, the sits bones shift up and back. We find our first down dog. You can always keep a soft bend in the knees. You might even start to pedal it out here. We'll take just a couple more breaths here in our down dog. And as you're ready, with an inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, press the mat away just like we did for high plank. Inhale to shift up and back, and exhale to step the right foot to the top of the mat. Peel the left heel to the earth at an angle. With an inhale, we'll rise up for warrior 1. Really pressing into that pinky edge of the left foot. Take a full breath at the top. And as you exhale, float the hands towards the low back. Interlace the fingers or bring your fists together. Lift the heart. Take an inhale. As you exhale, humble warrior. Hinging over that right leg, the belly can rest on the thigh, or it can dip to the inner thigh. And maybe the hands begin to lift up and away from the low back. Release your bind. Inhale to rise up, warrior 1. And exhale for pyramid. Straighten the right knee and fold. You might reach for your blocks here, bringing them underneath your palms, tugging the right glute towards the back of the mat. We're here for 2 more breaths. Keep pressing into that left foot. As you're ready, we'll inhale to rise up for warrior 2. Hips open to the left, right knee stacks over the right ankle. Take a full breath and sigh it out. Flip the right palm, inhale to reverse your warrior. As you exhale, finding extended side angle, hinging over the right leg, we'll start by planting the forearm. Take the left arm up and overhead for this round, wrapping the pinky to the earth. We're here for an inhale. As you exhale, flip the left palm, guide the back of the hand towards the low back, taking a half bind. Really wrapping the left shoulder onto your back, take another full breath and let it go. Release your bind. Inhale to reverse the right arm to the sky. And exhale the hands down to the inside of the right foot. Spin onto your left toes, finding lizard. Maybe you stay active for a moment with the knee lifted, and then maybe eventually drop the left knee to the earth and untuck the toes. You can let the right knee splay open. You can flare onto the pinky edge of your foot, just getting into the hip here as we prep for bird of paradise. Taking 2 more rounds. And as you're ready, planting the palms into the mat, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Send your right leg back and pivot onto the left palm, taking the right arm to the sky. Finding side plank, taking a full round of breath. And as you exhale, we'll unwind. You can take a vinyasa or not, and we'll meet in downward dog. Take a full breath and let it go. Take 1 more full breath and sigh it out. Taking all of that on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, rolling forward like high plank. Inhale, up and back. And exhale the left foot to the top of the mat. Peel the right heel to the earth at an angle. Inhale to rise for warrior 1. Taking a full breath at the top. And as you exhale, bringing the hands to the low back, maybe bringing fists together or interlacing the fingers once again. Lift the heart, breathe in. And exhale to bow, humble warrior. Belly can rest against the thighs or dip to your inner thigh. We're here for another breath. And a breath out. We're here for another breath. And a breath out. Release your bind. Inhale to rise, straighten the left knee. And exhale to fold for your pyramid pose. Hands reach for your blocks here. Tucking the left hip back, taking a few rounds. And then as you're ready, with an inhale, we'll rise up for warrior 2, opening up to the right, bending deeply into the left knee. Full breath. And sigh. Flip the left palm, inhale to reverse. And exhale, extended side angle, hinging over the left leg, planting the forearm. Right arm's up and overhead. We'll take a full breath. And let it go. Flip the right palm, guide the back of the right hand to your low back, finding your half bind. Releasing your bind, we'll inhale to reverse. And exhale the hands down to the inside of the left foot, spin onto the right toes. Maybe you pause here in active lizard for a moment. Before dropping the right knee to the mat, untucking the toes. Maybe you start to flare onto the pinky edge of that left foot. Maybe the knee splays open. And we're here for a few breaths. Taking your time when you're ready, pressing into the palms so the hips lift, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Send the left leg back as you pivot onto the right palm, taking the left arm high. Finding side plank for a full breath. And as you exhale, we'll unwind. You can take your vinyasa or not, and we'll meet in downward dog. Taking a few breaths in your down dog. Really nice. Taking that through one more time, we'll inhale the right leg high. We'll exhale knee to nose. Inhale up and back. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale to rise up for warrior 1 as you peel your left heel to the earth. And exhale the hands to the low back. Find your bind of choice, maybe interlacing fingers, maybe fists together. Hinge over the right leg, lift onto your left toes, and eventually all the way up and off your left foot. Finding warrior 3 with the bind, the shoulders are pinching together. Slowly, the left toes touch down at the back of the mat. Peel the heel to the earth and release your bind to cartwheel up and open, warrior two. If you would like to play with a full bind, you might decide to reach for your strap now. Unrolling it all the way, you're going to take it in your left hand, let it be nice and slack. And your warrior two will take an inhale, and we'll exhale to hinge over the right leg. Plant the forearm for now. Take your arm with your strap overhead before opening up like we did for our half bind, guiding that back of the hand towards the low back. From here, take your right hand, reach for the strap, swing it underneath that right leg. Continuing to fold and reach down underneath your right leg, begin to crawl the right hand up and underneath your thigh. Lifting the left shoulder to stack on top of right. We're here for 2 breaths. Really nice, y'all. If you would like to stay here, you may. If you'd like to start playing with Bird of Paradise, we're going to begin to step the left foot towards the right at the top of the mat. You're going to come up onto those right toes and begin to rise up, bringing your right foot with you. You can keep that heel to glute at first, staying nice and tight. And you might even stay here, or maybe you extend the right leg. Nice work. Eventually, the right foot comes back to the mat. Send the left leg back. Release your strap. As you're ready, we'll inhale to reverse, right arm high. And exhale the hands down to the inside of the right foot one more time. Drop the left knee and maybe invite a block underneath your left palm as you drop the hips forward, taking that left heel towards your glute. Maybe then sweeping the right arm forward and all the way back. We're here for a few breaths. The heart is lifted, pressing up out of the left shoulder. Taking your time, and when you're ready, release the left foot, right hand comes back towards the mat. You can tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and send the right leg back. Take a vinyasa or not. We'll meet in downward dog. Taking all of that on the other side. So with an inhale, lift the left leg high. As you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. And exhale the left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel peels down, inhale to rise, warrior one. And exhale the hands to the low back, taking your bind of choice. Open the heart as you breathe in. And exhale as you hinge over that left leg, coming onto the right toes, and eventually lifting off of the right foot. Again, shoulder blades are pinching together. Really nice, y'all. As you're ready, touch your right foot down, peel the heel to the earth. Release your bind and open up for warrior two. Here's the option once again to play with a full bind and take Bird of Paradise. You might reach for that strap. This time it's in the right hand. Inhaling in your warrior two and exhaling to hinge over the left leg. Start by planting the forearm. Right arm comes overhead and then taking that half bind. From here, you might take that left hand and swing the strap underneath your left leg so that as you start to reach down and under, it's there for you. Curling your hands as close as feels comfortable, you can stay here, or you can begin to step the right foot in towards the left, coming up onto the left toes, pulling that heel into your glute as you rise. Again, stay here, or extend the left leg long. As you're ready, left foot meets the earth, send the right leg back. Release your strap, coming into your warrior two stance one more time. Inhale here, and exhale the hands down to the inside of the left foot. Spin onto right toes, drop the right knee. You might reach for a block and bring it under the right hand. As you bend into the right knee, hug the heel into the glute. Stay here, or take the left arm forward and around to maybe catch your foot. Press out of your right shoulder. Nice job. As you're ready, if you took a bind, let it go. Bring hands back to the mat. Plant your palms as you tuck your right toes and lift your right knee. Stepping the left leg back, taking a vinyasa or not, and we'll meet in downward dog, and then child's pose, knees to the mat, hips to heels. Maybe melting the elbows down and even creating a pillow for yourself by stacking your forearms and bringing the forehead down to touch. And using this time to come back to your breath. Noticing how the shoulders feel, how the hips feel. Maybe noticing how it feels to have tried something new or maybe something perceived as challenging, and offering yourself gratitude for showing up. We'll take a few more rounds here. And then when you're ready, slowly beginning to rise and find your tabletop position. From your tabletop position, you might take a few rounds of some cat-cow, inhaling to drop the belly and lift the heart, exhaling to round through the spine. Maybe there's some organic movement with the glutes. Eventually, we're going to meet on our bums, so swinging the legs around to either side and beginning to drop your hips to the earth. As the legs come out in front of you, go ahead and take them nice and wide. From here, you might choose to bring a block in front of you as we're going to take a wide-legged fold. Flexing through the feet, maybe even pressing into the heels so the knees lift slightly. Taking an inhale to sit up tall. And as you exhale, folding over the legs. Only as much as feels comfortable, and try to continue to keep those toes reaching up to the sky. Breathing here, we'll take another few rounds of breath. Eventually rising up to your seat. Open the arms into a T, take an inhale. As you exhale, hinging over the right leg, left arm to the sky. Really reaching, feeling into that lateral body. Inhaling back up, arms in a T, and exhaling to the left. Reaching through the side, breathing into that side body. We'll then inhale to rise, bringing the hands to the backs of the knees. Let the soles of the feet come together or take an easy seat. Letting the hands rest on the legs anywhere that feels comfortable. Taking a few moments to notice how you feel in your body. If you'd like to take a traditional Shavasana or the time of rest on your back, you might choose to pause the video now for as long as you wish. Otherwise, we'll take our last round of breath together, full inhale and a full exhale. Thank you so much for showing up today. This concludes our practice together. Again, my name is Micaela. Please feel free to subscribe or talk to me in the comments if there's some kind of video that you want specifically. Otherwise, thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next video.